Hey Glam Babes, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be based on a simple makeover, but also focusing on how to shape and contour the nose area. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to be starting off with the Fenty Beauty Primer. This is my favorite of all time, just because it gives me such a full coverage whenever I apply my foundation. You can't see my pores and it's just like amazing, honestly. Alrighty, so once that's applied, I'm going to move on and use my Fenty Beauty Matchstick Trio. I'll be going in with the concealer in the shade Bamboo. Concealer, I like to go ahead and smile, which it gives you an easier way to see the deepest parts of your face area. Also go ahead and apply it down the nose bridge, above the brow area, and also the chin area. I also like to apply the concealer a little bit closer towards the nose area just because it can give me that pinched and smaller nose effect. I'm also going to go ahead and let that sit because when I do let it sit, it just doesn't move around that much, which helps the concealer stay put. Alright guys, now that I've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Kite Brows by Kylie Jenner, the all-time favorite brow pomade in the shade Auburn. The reason it is my favorite brow pomade, just because with a little bit goes such a long way, and when I tell you such a long way, it literally is just, this is just amazing. Like, you have to try it just to know what I'm talking about, and those that have it know exactly what I'm talking about. After doing my brows, I like to go ahead and go in with my spoolie and just go in circular motion in between the brows just to blend them in evenly. Going in with my concealer, I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Also, another trick I like to do is I like to blend both brows in the same time, just because you make sure you're going to be getting twins, not sisters. So yeah guys, that's my go-to. Alrighty, now brows are done, yay. We're going to go ahead and blend this out, and let's just go ahead and tap motion, just because if you just rub it in, you're going to be creating creases, which we do not want. So yeah, just go ahead and tap that in. No lie guys, these bristles be hurting my eyes, but you know, you gotta sacrifice your ovals for this, and yeah, just mostly because you get creases there a lot, so just keep tapping that in there just to balance off the foundation or the concealer. Going in with the contour in the shade Mocha, we're going to connect the lip area towards the earlobe, and that just makes you know to not pass that up, just because if you do, you're going to have that nasty contouring, just it's going to look like too much, so that just shows you how not to overdo it. So I am going to go ahead and contour the rest of my face just because I do like the more pronounced and just structured look it gives. We'll start off by blending in the nose just because when that dries up, it's harder to move around, and contouring the nose is already hard enough. So yeah, just go ahead and start off with the nose first. Another tip I do want to tell you guys is always bring it up towards the eye area, just because it's going to give you that more natural and just make it look like it's a part of your face, if that makes sense. Alrighty, next we're going to go ahead and just blend this out. You're always going to stay in the same spot, just moving it around very softly, and it's going to take you quite a while just to buff it out evenly and make it look like it's just a part of your face, guys. Just take your time and really focus on blending this out. Just by buffing this out, you can already tell the difference of how it's given me color, and it's made me look just much more bright and vivid, and that's just the look everyone wants. So yeah guys, remember, contouring is always key, but it's only key whenever you're doing it right. Alrighty guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. We're going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. This is my all-time favorite, and what we're going to be doing is creating first one layer of the powder just so the next layer can sit right on it, and it just gives it such a different look. Also, don't forget to bring it in towards the nose area because it is going to help the nose look much more defined and smaller.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of water under the bridge.
Some of the old songs, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, now we're going to go ahead and just apply a little bit of powder down the nose bridge, above the lip area, the chin, and then the forehead area. That's not really gonna sit because I am going to apply, like I said, another layer. And guys, I did also discover this amazing technique, which is baking your brows. Yes, baking your brows, guys.
For all time's sake.
Now let's go ahead and dust this off, and we're going to be applying the second layer of the powder, which is going to sit on our face for a longer time.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. A lot of water under the bridge.
And you guys can always stop here, but you know me, I like that extra look, guys. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and apply a second layer, and this one is going to be a little bit more with more powder. And yeah, so that's going to sit for, I'd say, another 5 minutes. And yeah, just apply that in the same areas. And for those who do have laugh lines, I'm sorry for you guys, I do too. The way you let them sit is by applying powder also, and it's going to help a lot with keeping your makeup in place. And to help sharpen your contour, you're going to go ahead and do the same thing you did, but this time applying the powder, and you're going to apply one layer and then the next.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of water under the bridge.
Some of the old songs, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so you're going to apply a little bit on your dome just to brighten that part out also, and then we're going to go ahead and let that sit while we do the next part. Moving on to my blush, I'm going to be using my Alamar Cosmetics, and we're going to be using the shades Paraíso and Scorcher. This is my go-to. My favorite part about applying my blush while my powder sets, it helps it look much more smoother in a smoother transition. Another thing I like to do is apply a little bit of my blush towards my nose and also the forehead area. I am going to go ahead and remove a little bit more of the powder just so it can create that much more smoother effect.
Yes, ma'am.
It's time to go ahead and remove the excess powder, and you guys are going to see how this picture just comes together, and you're just going to love how your makeup looks, guys. Just please try it. I promise you, you will not regret it.
Say it once, Sam. For all time's sake.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of water under the bridge.
Some of the old songs, Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm already loving how this is coming out, but we're going to go ahead and move on to my eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the Sippin' Pretty by Kylie Cosmetics, and just look at how beautiful these eyeshadows are. I'm not going to go in deep detail with these eyeshadows just because I know it's going to be a lot of time, and if you guys are interested in that, just go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to make a video for that.
Once, Sam. For all time's sake.
So I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes now. Not everyone has to. This look is simple enough to just apply mascara. So you go ahead and do whichever one you feel much more comfortable with. Moving on to the lips, we're going to be using my Maybelline lip liner. I don't remember exactly which specific one it is. I'm so sorry, guys. But when I find out, I promise I will tell you.
Say it once, Sam.
Once that being applied, always make sure to clean up the edges of this so it can give you just much more of a pouty and a cleaner look to it. Once that being applied, we're going to go ahead and use my e.l.f. matte lipstick in the shade Tea Rose. Guys, I cannot express how amazing their matte lipsticks are. Like, I just love how thin and just, it's just such a smooth lipstick, guys. Just trust me on this. So this is the final look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching my video just as much as I enjoyed doing it for you guys. And if you did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for me. Don't forget to tag me in y'all's recreated looks on this, and I'm so thankful y'all are watching my videos. Please stay tuned for the next, and I'll see y'all next time.